All right, guys, we're going to jump right back out into action. This is Charlie Barley, and what we're going to first of all do, we're going to get some outcomes for this game. And I'm using what I often recommend everyone do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm doing this right, guys. 1, 2. Okay. All right, so what I'm doing right now, guys, I'm getting the first outcomes of the first 2 games. And what that does, it kind of just wakes up the algorithm. So that's kind of what we're doing now. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. I may do a cancellation bet just to stave it off. Just depends to see what happens here. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and update the algorithm. And by the way, I made mention that this process, the app, AI, working with AI, man, has been amazing. I now have developed a website and phone app, and it spits out reports. It gives you step by step. It has all the built-in stop losses. It's an amazing piece of machinery. I can't wait for you guys to see that. But right now, I am showing you guys the manual version. After this one, we're going to do a cancellation bet. But we're going to do the manual version because this is the way that I built it. It's the way that when we were winning, before AI improved it, that's a 9 piece. Before AI improved it, we were doing big numbers with it. We were making, one particular user made as much as 10,000. Me personally, and here's the thing, when people ask, why don't you play? Why don't you play? Why don't you play? You got to understand, see, I'm very serious about what I'm doing here. Let me quickly update this, guys. All right, because we actually are going to play here. And I need to update this looks almost like the exact last game we played. I think if you go back on the video, this mimics exactly the last game. But the thing about it, you have to know the depths of what you're doing. And when you've never done something before, you've got to, okay, so hold on, guys. We got to play right here. We're going to do a $4 bet on Banker. When you've never done something before, you've got to go to the limit in terms of trying to understand it. And it wasn't until AI that, I even knew the mathematics, but I wasn't able to test it at the level of which oh, that's not good. Oh, tie. Okay, we'll take it. That's good to say, because typically when you see a 9 appears, it's like, okay, all bets are off. But that's the beauty part about dealing with in Baccarat, because you can be surprised, like you can win by a 1. But my whole point here is that you've got to constantly improve, because you don't know where the limits are. And we've never had a machine or anything that could produce the type of edges and simulations like we have now. It's never been done before. All right, so that was a player, and we double up on Banker. It's never been done before. So we've never had anything to show and test what we're doing. We've never had that. And now that we do with AI, it's a different ball game. And now it's night and day. I mean, I can't really describe like exactly how amazing it is to know and have something like this. All right, so this is a tie. So I was gonna say here, guys, this would be another shoe. So the way it works is that win or lose, we don't really care. It's all a process, right? So typically we play things in chunks of 10. So you could expect to lose 2 sessions out of 10. All right, so you always want to look at things in terms of sets of 10. Sorry, that's a tie. Let's see what we got here. That's a 9. All right, so we got one more to go. Update this real quick, guys. And this was -3. This actually looks almost just like the last session though. All right, so we're waiting for the next outcome, but to end what I was just saying, you always got to stretch the bounds of what you think you know. All right, so we're going to be back on player again. You always got to take it to the limit and figure out the most efficient, fastest, best way to improve. And that's the reason why I spent more time studying versus playing. Whereas the gambler would always ask, why don't you play more? And it's like, oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, tie. Wow, we've been saved by a tie at 9. That's pretty big. To me, that's called good luck. All right. Now, here's how this works. So let's say if we lost this game, we would continue to play. All right. And we would play. In this case, we're at 38. We would continue to play. All right. Because it would put us at a -2. And what our objective would be is maybe to get back even or even get a +1. Let's get a 2 out of that. That's not good. All right, so let's put a player here. And we're going to double up. All right, so we would continue to play. All right. Now, if we hit a -3 or in the process of playing, it goes beyond the -3, that shoe is done and we wait for another shoe. All right. And we play 10 shoes. We play 10 shoes, period. All right. That's in your day. All right. Let's get an 8 or 9 out of here. And we didn't. All right. So that was at a loss. So this is at 172. All right. So what we're going to do here, since that's the first game of this shoe, and we're pretty much due for that. All right. So the next game we will play, we're going to wait a shoe. Then we're going to come back. We're going to play another game. But then I'm going to put a little cheese on that game. All right. So stay tuned. permutationspro@gmail.com. So you see how this lost, right? Stay tuned for other videos, or excuse me, more content so that you can see how this rebounds. All right, so we're going to play the next game. Maybe put $1 extra on it just to show you how this behaves. We're going to look in things in chunks of 10. I'll be right back in the next video. Stay tuned. permutationspro@gmail.com if you're interested in joining the team. Until the next time, guys, take care.